love to give everybody what they want. So I asked for a few questions up front, and I appreciate those. So I did try to address some of them in these notes that I sent around. And but should I just play something to get things going? I'll get up the nerve to start talking about something. Sometimes I just start playing and I don't know what I'm playing. This is one of those scales, we start thinking about the single string scales, and we're kind of scared about, oh my goodness, I'm gonna have to move my fingers in a way I'm not used to doing, because I'm used to playing rolls and not scales, not single string scales. And single string scales, I'm talking about things like it's kind of scary if you're used to doing this. So I started to think about how can we work scales into these rolls that we're used to. And this is something I've been thinking about that I thought I would try to explain a little bit, this idea anyway, and maybe you guys can run with it, because it should give you some simple tools for thinking about the banjo in a different way. When I first started playing banjo, it was a lot of position playing. Like you think about Earl Scruggs and he'd have his open position, he'd have his, is this the X or the Y? Can anybody tell me? I don't remember. Is that the Y position? And that must be the X position, right? And then it all repeats.
Right hand.
What's that?
X and Y, isn't that right hand?
No, left hand. That's what I was talking about, these three ways to play a G chord that Earl Scruggs would tend to use. Yeah, and then when we would get into licks, they would tend to be built around those positions, especially when you got into single string stuff and so forth. But we didn't think so much about what was in between those positions, and the fact that these were all this is all music, and so it's all based in scales and so forth. So instead of thinking, well, there's this and there's this, well, what's in between it? And if you just think about the first string and the third string, and simplify it by not having all those notes pressed down, and just think about these two fingers being held down, the first string and the third string, yeah. and you did this, you could start to realize that this is the first note of the scale, this is the third, so you could do a whole scale like this. Right? Instead of just thinking, I've got these three Gs, how can I connect them? Okay, so what do we do with that in a roll? Well, maybe we could do something like start to learn these different puzzle pieces. So here, let me throw. I'm going to just throw a bunch of stuff that I've been thinking about. You can slow me down if it gets confusing. But this is the basic idea: is how can we use our open G and do scales in open G with rolls? And that's what I think is fun and interesting because, okay, instead of thinking about a scale as something that's either a melodic scale where it's very hard to visualize it, it's like, okay, I learned it so I know I can play it, but I can't see it in my head. On a piano, if you sit at a piano, you can just go boom, boom, boom. It's obvious. You can see the scale. Well, how can you see the scale on a banjo? Well, in G, a great way to see the scale would be just to start on the open middle G string, right? That's the first note of the scale, of the G scale. So if we can figure out how to play the G scale just on that one string as an opening exercise, that's the first thing. If there's a page I wrote called G scale rolls,